It is Bitcoin time. My name is Joseph Darling. This is the Men of High Value channel. Let's talk a little bit about the current circumstance when it comes to Bitcoin. On this channel, obviously, this is not financial advice. This is just for educational purposes, but I want to help you guys understand what is going on right now in the crypto sphere. So, Bitcoin is currently at approximately $16,600, and it is oversold to the max. So what does that mean? It basically means that there's no time in history of Bitcoin that it's been sold more off by people in order for people to try to get the heck out of crypto because they've lost so much money than it is right now. People are scared. People are running away from Bitcoin, but as one of the greatest investors in history has said, you need to buy when there's blood in the streets. And right now, okay, this is the most red that Bitcoin and crypto has ever been, okay, when it comes to the market cycles that have happened in the past. So what does that mean? Does that mean that you should run and go and buy Bitcoin immediately? No, what you need to do is to just understand that the markets go in cycles. That there's a period of time when things are massively overbought, where everyone is excited about crypto and everyone is like, oh my gosh, I've made so much money from cryptocurrencies. I've made so much money from Bitcoin. And everyone's like, oh wow, you've got Bitcoin? That's amazing. During that time frame is the perfect time to sell. Like, this is when you need to sell to the newbies. This is when you need to get rid of your Bitcoin. Actually, some people would say, oh, you need to hold on to your Bitcoin because you never know, it might 10x further. Yeah, but if everyone is talking about it, then, you know, like it's past the time, okay? Like, you may know pretty much for a fact that maybe it's going to go up a little bit further. Who cares? You're massively in profit. That's the time to take profits and to say, you know what? I'm okay with my profits as it is for now. Maybe I take a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here. But at some point, I'm completely out of Bitcoin because I understand that it's not ready for mass world adoption yet. But I do want to be in the space. I do want to understand Bitcoin. I do want to understand what's going on with cryptos in general, because I know that this is the future. So if you understand that, there comes a time after that cycle when things completely and utterly collapse, where all of the noobs, all of the people who invested at the greed aspect of things, like when things were very greedy and everyone was talking about it, there comes a time when everything collapses and now no one talks about it. This is that time. No one talks about it. Why do you think no one talks about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies at times? Including all those people who were massively invested in Bitcoin, who you were congratulating in the past because they made so much money. Guess what? This time right now, no one talks about crypto because they're embarrassed. That's why all of their friends and family have been saying, I told you about Bitcoin. You lost 70% of your money, 80% of your money, whatever. Like, you bought at the worst time possible, blah, 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 blah. Right? So everyone is embarrassed. They're going to zip their mouths because it lowers their self-esteem when people embarrass them all the time, right? So no one talks about crypto. When's the best time to buy? When everyone's embarrassed about having owned or owning crypto. That's the best time to buy. This is the time, right? So when I say don't go out there and buy Bitcoin right now, what I'm saying is that, hey, it might go down another 20 to 50% or maybe even more at this point in time. But is Bitcoin dead? Is it never going to get to high numbers again? Bitcoin is safe and secure as it's always been. Nothing's changed with Bitcoin. The only thing that has changed is people's perception of it. There's still never been a Bitcoin hack. You might have been hacked in terms of your exchange if you have your money on your exchange, but it's not your crypto if it's not your keys, right? But that's a story for another day. I'm just basically saying that it's very wise to maybe dollar cost average into Bitcoin at this point in time. At least that's what I'm doing. And what is that? It basically means that you take a percentage of your money, maybe just $100 or whatever it is that you can afford, or $10 a day, that you put daily or weekly or monthly, depending upon your income or whatever it is, and you put a little bit in no matter what the price is approximately during that time. And why do you do that? It's because that you don't know if the price is going to go up or down at all. Like, we have no idea about that. So if you dollar cost average, it means that you're getting the price here, but if it goes down, you're getting the price there. And if it goes further down, maybe you buy a little bit more, right? But if it goes up, you still buy a little bit more, maybe buy a little bit less, because you know that maybe it's going to come back down. Do you get what I'm saying? But over time, it's bound to grow. It's bound to get to higher levels than what it is right now eventually. And those are the times when you can sell. Maybe if you've made 20% profit, 50% profit, or maybe when it's tripled, okay? You pick. But I'm just saying that it is awesome for you to support one of the most important inventions in the history of our times, if not in all of history, because we have the opportunity to replace the fiat currencies, which is not real money, that the governments have instituted. What you need is something that is decentralized and permissionless, like Bitcoin. And just topping it off with a story of mine, in March 2020, the markets plummeted. You remember that time? Yeah. During that time, I didn't think about Bitcoin a lot, although I had already bought Bitcoin in 2017. And I sold during 2017 because I was so scared. I had no idea what I was doing. But I studied Bitcoin for the next 2.5 years, but I wasn't close enough to understand that I need to be active on a continual basis, and especially when it's crashing. I had no idea that Bitcoin crashed to approximately $3,800 during that time frame. And then within 6 weeks, it had doubled to $7,500. So I basically lost my opportunity to buy at the absolute most basic, precious times in the history of Bitcoin, for when tons of people knew about it. I had no idea that it had tanked. So this is the time frame. I'm just kind of preparing you and helping you to understand that this is the time as it was in March 2020. You literally have been given an extra opportunity to invest in one of the greatest assets of our time at discounted prices, massively discounted prices. If you went out there and your most prized possession, whatever that may be, was at a 75% discount, would you take it seriously? Like, this is what's going on right now. So again, not financial advice, but and the price might go a bit further down, but simply put a little bit in every single day or every single week the next couple of months. And I can say to you, in my opinion, it's going to be a very good thing for you long term. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are absolutely amazing. I'll see you in the next one.